What's up, everybody? We are the Long Story Short Show. My name is Corey,
And I'm Jen.
and we are about to talk about episode 7 of Doom Patrol. But before that, I just want to give you guys an update of what's going on with the channel, some changes that are going to be happening in the future. We are behind on some Doom Patrol videos and on Saga Sunday. March was very weird for us. We had a difficult March. There was a lot of things going on, so unfortunately the schedule got hit. However, that gave us some time to focus on some stuff that we found out you guys really like, so we are determined to keep on bringing you that kind of stuff. The Doom Patrol video that was supposed to come out yesterday is going to come out tomorrow, and we should be back on schedule for that. Smallville videos, sorry I forgot about that, the Smallville videos, they keep on getting copyright flags and copyright claims, so I'm trying to figure out how to give you guys those Smallville videos. It's one of my favorite shows from my past, so that's really important to me, so I'm going to try to bring you guys season 2 through 10. I just don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but stay tuned to that. But yeah, Doom Patrol, episode 7, Therapy Patrol. So we had a big old therapy session with the group. So what are your first thoughts?
The first thing that came to mind for me was how interesting that everyone was grieving in some sort of fashion, regardless if you have a human body or a robot body or a mixture of both.
Yeah.
Even though this was kind of a straightforward episode, there was still a little twist at the end, so I did like that a lot. What were your first thoughts of the episode?
Me, like the twist at the end, I didn't like as much, but it did kind of explain what was going on with him. I did think that something was like wrong with him, like somebody was messing with him. I didn't think it was going to be that creature that it was, the mouse.
Right.
I was going to just try to like avoid it, but it was a mouse.
Yeah.
A mouse was inside Robot Man. But yeah, it's like the same 15, 30 minutes played over and over and over again from everybody's perspective. It starts with Rita.
Yeah.
She's come to terms with who she is. She's like, that's really what this whole therapy session is. Everybody coming to terms with where they are and who they are right now. We find out that Rita isn't even her first name. That's her stage name, which is something a lot of people had in the early 1900s, late 1800s. They had stage names. People still have that today, like Robert De Niro. That's a stage name. So that's nothing new, but I am interested to see what they choose as her name in this show.
I do like how they revealed that she had a stage name, because it does just magnify her feeling of, well, if I'm not this, and even though I know Rita is a bad person and did horrible things, I don't know who to be other than this horrible person.
Yeah,
if I do let this person go.
I wasn't even taught to be anybody but Rita, so it's like, I don't even know what her name is. She can't even be her.
Yeah.
Robot Man, he's traumatized because, you know, he's still trying to figure out what his daughter's doing with, what's his name, Buck?
I think his name is Buck or Bud, like
Bud
one
or
of those
like that,
two
yeah.
names.
Basically, his old friend got with his daughter, and he's like foster parent, something like that. But it's really driving Robot Man crazy, and it's really, really what I thought was driving him crazy because he can't sleep. He's basically an insomniac. Like he wants to sleep, his brain wants to sleep, but he can't just shut it down because his body can't shut down. Sometimes when your body shuts down and your brain doesn't, that's when you get sleep paralysis. And I think that's what he had in the very beginning when he was just sitting there. He had sleep paralysis where he's just seeing all these images, but he can't really move. But yeah.
I think that's also why he couldn't differentiate between the people who was actually in front of him and the stuff that he kept rambling on in his mind. Because I think also he's trying to figure out, like, oh crap, is my daughter even really my daughter too, on top of everything? Like, not just the fact that he raised her, but also, like, is that even my daughter?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like, after all of this and I find her, now I see that he raised her, Buck or Bud. Is that even my kid? Because I know I was cheating on my wife. If he was a regular human, I think it would definitely be like sleep paralysis, and he's just can't turn off his brain.
Yeah.
I think that's why he was also eating the Pringles.
Yeah. He was trying to eat the Pringles and stuff like that. Yeah, and what's the other guy's name? Larry?
Larry.
You have Larry?
Larry, he's been we all knew from the beginning, Larry's been fighting this urge of just being open about his sexuality. We do get a little bit of his past, and it kind of does reveal why he kept it a secret. Like, his mom he heard a conversation between his parents and his
and
mom.
She was like, we're gonna lose everything.
Yeah, it was like
out.
a status thing. Like they're gonna lose a high status, a good reputation, all because their kid is gay.
And it's like, damn, man. But it's like the way he found out is kind of just like, damn, this kid's just sitting outside that screen door. Because you remember how all those doors used to have, or, I don't know, in all the houses I used to have, they used to always have screen doors that you could kind of just like open up, and sometimes you couldn't see inside, but they could see you. So, damn, I don't know. Next we have Vic, and I think Vic is the one that's trying to figure out what the hell is happening. With his flashback of him getting his arm injured when he was in the tree, against his dad's wishes, his dad tried to warn him to save him. We get that reflected 100% in the fact that his dad was trying to save him by basically filtering the percentage of usage Grid had, our communication that Grid had with Cyborg's brain. Basically, if Grid, the robot entity, had an open channel to Cyborg's brain, he could read his thoughts, he could read his emotions, he could basically, you know how Google recommends things like that, YouTube recommends things like that, so now Cyborg's robot inside him is recommending things like, oh, is this what you want? Is this what you want? You thought this is what you want? And his dad tried to warn him, like, hey, this ain't what you want. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Grid in general, and see if Grid is going to be a villain in like the second season. Maybe he'll be a Titans villain. I know the next Titan season is Judas Contract, so we'll see how that goes.
I do like how they played a little bit into that by just of him, going on like a dating app and just trying to answer all his messages that he missed, and then Grid kind of reads into his mind a little bit and brings up a live feed of a bus cam.
I didn't even know buses had cameras like that. I guess they are. But yeah, he gets a live feed of the bus cam. Then he sees the girl's live reaction when she sees his picture. That kind of motivates him to, hey, these people aren't even ready to see me for real. When, on the other hand, some of them were, but it was just not exactly what he wanted. The last one is Crazy Jane.
Yeah.
So Crazy Jane, she's basically going through it. All of her personalities are basically trying to wreck everything that's happening because they think Calder is basically dropping them, leaving them to die, leaving them to rot, leaving them to be like the last Doom Patrol.
You definitely see, kind of relating it to real life, kind of like that abandonment issues. It's like, but wait, he is my dad. But wait, he left me. Is he even evil? Does he even care about me? And you kind of see that while she's flipping through her different personalities, because she'll destroy something and then she'll stop and say and scream to herself like, "Please stop! Like, don't do this anymore."
Like they're fighting in the head, like, "Hey, stop! You don't want to do this. You're just angry. Like, let me be in charge."
Yeah.
And all of them are fighting for control, and that's pretty crazy the way they saw it. And then there were like trippy parts where she's just dancing.
She's like, everything's just fine, which is kind of relating back to like humans as well, because she's like, okay, I'm just gonna ignore everything and just go twirl outside in the sun.
Yeah. So it all is going to be, what is it, Mr. Nobody. This is all Mr. Nobody's doing.
Yeah.
He's the one that coerced the rat to actually go inside Robot Man and start chewing on some wires and like messing stuff up. But unfortunately, it's like, you don't have anybody that can fix Robot Man. Like, maybe Cyborg will be able to, but
that.
Nobody in the meantime is going to be able to fix him. They're going to like find maybe, what's his name, the physician, Larry from the last one. Other than that, I don't really see anybody fixing him in the near future.
Could this be the reason, you think, your opinion, how they're going to transition him into his new body? Or is it still just going to be like, this is kind of the catalyst for why they needed to talk to each other, and then there might be some playful like mishaps like later on, like maybe he's fighting again and then his arm like kind of stops or something because no one's there to fix him?
I don't know. I think that would be a good segue to get his new body though, because his body does look outdated and like they're gonna throw it away, and they want you to see it but they don't want you to like it too much.
Right.
So I don't know, that's a good idea. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that he's going to be getting a new body soon now that this rat has like messed up some of the wires and everything in there? What did you guys think of the episode? What did you guys think of some of the characterizations and some of the therapy sessions that we have with the people? Again, sorry for some of the delays on some of the videos, and sorry for the music on the last video. I was a little sick, so when I uploaded, I kind of just clicked it and left. But other than that, tell us how you guys feel. We'll catch you later.
See ya.